Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at my max lux 66 through 70. And then there is an asterisk in the title. I'll explain that once we get to max lux number 70. But yeah, once I got to 65, my motivation to make max lux dropped a lot. Because of course 65 was my goal, just so I could unlock the stamina refresh chance. But of course, there are still some, impossibles and colossals that I want, and then also some limited time max lux, which are, easy to make, maybe good for metal farming or something. So yeah, let's have a look at what we did here. Number 66 was Gotham here, and then I didn't really need him. I went for the Ascension version, which is a bounce null damage wall Samurai Slayer M. This guy is good for Tsunayoshi, that dark quest where you can get that null damage wall, null gravity barrier character. But actually, if I were to farm that quest, I would use Eden, the max luck there, instead. Or maybe Magmel, it depends on my mood. But this guy's quest was so easy that I felt like just finishing it anyway. My max luck for him, I used Nirai Kanai, and then I also used Meliados and Mana. And I think I used another mana friend or something. And that was super easy. So yeah, I have this max luck. The evolution form is more useful because of the double null, the flight null damage wall. But again, I compare all characters like this to Kushinada. And then, yeah, if I ever need this guy, like say for a dark colossal quest, then I can always slide over the other version. But yeah, that's max luck number 66, Gotham. Okay, number 67 I was very happy about, and that was Yamato Takeru Zero. And yeah, I think he's maybe the best Zero character. Maybe him and Kushinada Zero are kind of neck and neck, but this guy's pretty great. His quest was very difficult for me for a long time, until I tried out Shinji Kaoru from the Evangelion collaboration. They have the barrier, so they can block that speed bomb which Yamato Takeru throws at you, and then that very strong bump combo, so the quest became very doable after I tried that. But this character here, very nice as a max luck, because he is a Pierce with a double null and then high speed. Attack is also pretty good for a drop monster at 22, and then he has 2 Slayers on top of that, so he's actually a decent source of damage in the right quests. Strike Shot, I would say, is not very good. Bump combo is also so-so, the dimensional blades, but it's easy to use and it's guaranteed to hit somebody, so yeah, pretty good. I look forward to using him in the future. Next up was a limited time max luck, and that was Kanna. And then she's a character from the Tanabata anime special that X-Flag is going to release. It's funny because they were going to release this on July 7th, which is usually when Tanabata is, the Star Festival. But I guess there was like a delay, maybe they hadn't finished it yet, which was too bad. But they went and they released the Lucifer Uriel story, so everybody's happy about that. And then, as it turns out, in some parts of Japan, the Star Festival's in August, not July. So this might work out anyway. But anyway, this is a limited time character to promote that anime. And she's fine. She's a shadow or dark bounce with a Minesweeper, and then Demon's Bane. That's a double Slayer, both Mancer Slayer and Demon Slayer. So she could be a decent damage source. Attack's pretty high too for a drop monster with a Minesweeper, so that's nice. She's also a blast type. She's got the rebound lock-on laser, which is fairly strong. There was Nadeko from the Dengeki collaboration, I think, who also has that same thing, blast type with the lock-on rebound laser, and I used her a lot in the very beginning just because her bump combo was that strong. And then bump combo or strike shot, every time she hits a guy she shoots out a laser. That's fine, whatever. But yeah, this one might be useful actually. Blast type with a Slayer. That's kind of interesting. Okay, and then number 69 was Nirvana. I was very much looking forward to getting this guy. He's easily my favorite character of the War God series, and I enjoyed playing his mission as well. I liked, getting rid of the guys in a certain order, and then getting that weak point, and then doing lots of damage to him after the weak point came out. It was a fun mission, but every run took pretty long, maybe 12 minutes or longer, so it did take some time. I think he's very underrated. Stats are low, except for his speed. He does have a nice double null ability, the null warp, null damage wall, and he's a bounce, which is kind of rare. Well, there's a lot of fire monsters with null warp that are bounce, but not so many null damage wall drop monsters. And then he's easily the best of all of those, so he does have that niche covered. The bump combo is surprisingly strong. It's the barrage shotgun, which does great at short distance in particular. This bump combo really flew under the radar for a while until Dead Rabbit's Transcendent got this bump combo. And then people used Dead Rabbits a lot and like, whoa, this bump combo is pretty good. And then people started using Nirvana after that. And then Strike Shot is good too. This is the same as Baha. It's the one where he shoots out the pierce shots every time he hits a enemy. And yeah, pretty strong. You can be like on the other side of a boss where the weak point's on the other side, but you can still hit the weak point because those shots will pierce. So yeah, pretty good bump combo, pretty good strike shot, and then a good double null ability. So I think he's very worth making the max luck. Okay, and then that brings us to the 70th max luck, which has the asterisk on it. And the reason for that is because it is Asuna Kirito. You might be thinking I've made this one already, and you would be right. The last time the Dengeki collaboration came around, I made the max luck of them, but you can make a second one of them during the current Sword Art Online collaboration, and then fuse them together, and then get an Ableberry slot on them, which is what this is. So this is technically my 70th max luck, but when you do fuse two max lucks together, you lose a count. So if you look at my official count in the grade sheet, it's at 69 right now, which is too bad. But I wanted to talk about these characters, so I went ahead and made this video before making another max luck. But yeah, as you can see, I've used this max luck a few times. 291, that's pretty good. They are a bounce with, or they are a pierce with no gravity barrier, no block. Very nice double null ability. Stats are decent, attack's a little bit low. They also have the dimensional blades, same as Yamato Takeru Zero, which is pretty good, but not overpowered. And then a decent strike shot as well, the speed and power up, and then where they stop they will shoot out extra shots at the end, towards the nearest enemy. And yeah, these guys were very useful to me for a long time. I remember using them as a max luck to make the max luck of Koyuki. There are the anti-bounce guys and the blocks in there, so they're very useful in there. And then I sometimes use them in Tsukiyomi Zero when I'm playing the Watchtower. But yeah, they're pretty good. As for Ableberries good for them, I would say maybe Survivor, just because they need that help in the dark quests. Maybe Cutthroat, because you can always use Cutthroat in those high-level quests. I prefer to put Cutthroat on max lucks rather than Hatcher monsters, just because Hatcher monsters usually have more options for good Ableberries for them. But yeah, there they are. So yeah, that will do it for the max lucks 66 through 70. We'll see how I feel about the next 5 max lucks. The ones that are on the horizon are Arcadia. That would be pretty exciting to talk about. Kushinada Zero, I already made a video about him a million years ago, or her rather. Here is Elesh Kigal. I just can't find the motivation to finish her. Kanan I'm working on, Babel Ascension, not a big deal. Heathcliff I would like to finish before the end of the Sword Art Online, more because he's pretty easy to do the medals, medal farming in, so hopefully I can get those medals and then also finish his max luck. But yeah, those are the guys that are looking close to done. Here is Queen Butterflight. This is the Koko Ichi version. This is like a curry chain restaurant in Japan. And yeah, you can see she's holding the katsu curry there. Maybe one day if I have too much time, then I'll finish this max luck of her. But yeah, that is how we're looking. I think we're doing all right. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.